I don't blame Angel Reese for being mad because Bree Hartley pulls Angel Reese's hair. Okay? However, you can be mad and you don't have to lose complete control.
Angel Reese just notched a triple-double. But don't let the box score fool you. The real headline? Her sudden shift from rising star to the WNBA's own version of Stone Cold Steve Austin. One minor hair pull turned Reese from a focused athlete into a live-action Marvel villain. Lashes flying, braids slicing the air, and a stare sharp enough to crack concrete. Sure, the final buzzer sounded, but that wasn't the end of the action. It felt more like a scene from Real Housewives of the Paint than a basketball game. All that was missing was someone flipping a Gatorade cooler like a dinner table. Her name might be Angel, but nothing about this night was holy. This was fire. This was intensity. This was Angel Reese on a mission, challenging Bria Hartley, Olivia Nelson-Ododa, and even Tina Charles like she was checking off names on a hit list. And all of it was sparked by Bria accidentally grabbing a handful of braid. Let's be real. Who grabs someone's waist-length hair while going for a layup? You're not guarding a player. You're wrestling Rapunzel.
New level, new respect. Right? Wrong.
Angel had every reason to be upset. This wasn't about shooting percentage or rebounding totals. The real foul of the night? The hair grab. Forget the double digits. This was a professional athlete getting her braid yanked like someone was speed shopping for wigs in aisle 5. And what followed? Reese was swinging her arms like she was warming up for a title fight. Where's the league on this? NBA players sneeze too hard and catch a tech. Meanwhile, Reese is out here yanking bodies like she's hauling in tuna on a deep sea boat. If you think she should have been suspended, hit that comment section with meows. And yes, there it is again, the hair pull, caught on camera. And Olivia Nelson-Ododa stepped in just to de-escalate and got shoved in the process. You can't pull someone's hair and expect peace. This isn't high school gym class or a middle school hallway scuffle. This is the WNBA. Let's not insult intelligence by calling that incidental contact. That was a full-on mission to yank, like disarming a booby trap. Yes, it should have been a flagrant. But Angel's reaction wasn't exactly graceful either. And yet somehow, the narrative twisted. Instead of accountability, we got pity. She's just passionate. Spare me. If Caitlin Clark even breathes wrong, there's a Twitter firestorm and an ESPN segment titled, "Is She Too Emotional?" But Reese? It's hugs and juice boxes. Let's talk about her record. 10 points, 10 boards, 11 assists, and 10 emotional outbursts. ESPN treated it like a historic performance, as if she reinvented the game. But when you shoot 28% from the field and half your points come from the charity stripe, maybe hold the parade. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark drops a clean 30, gets body-checked like a hockey player, and barely gets a headline, unless it involves someone flooring her. But Reese? Slightly above average game, and she's trending like she cured world hunger. Now don't get it twisted. A triple-double is solid. But it's not that deep when the bricks you're laying look like you're building a condo. Yes, 11 assists and only 2 turnovers is clean. But when you're 2 of 7 from the floor, let's not act like this was peak LeBron. Still, that wasn't the storyline. The hair tug and her dramatic response stole the show. And truthfully, her reaction wasn't the problem. Honestly, if someone grabbed my braid, I'd react too. The issue? Her double standards. Because here's the irony. Olympic-level hypocrisy. Angel Reese treats her own hair like it's a crown jewel from Fabergé. One finger near it, full meltdown. But when it's someone else's braid, suddenly it's open season. You can't preach respect and then treat your opponent's head like it's tug of war. And now, zooming out, let's talk about the game itself, Sky versus. Sunday. Chicago picked up just their 3rd win of the season, putting them 3rd from the bottom. They're now 3-7. That's not playoff contention, that's survival mode. Still, somehow, they're just half a game behind the Mystics. Welcome to WNBA chaos. If the Mystics lose today, it's going to sting, but weirdly enough, part of us still kind of wants them to win. The real issue here isn't even the foul. It's the arrogance that followed. That smug energy, like she just made history by yanking hair, as if that somehow belongs in a highlight reel. Angel Reese carried herself like she just cracked the Da Vinci Code. Walked off the court like she deserved a medal, not a tech. Every time she commits a foul, she acts like she's delivering some misunderstood masterpiece. But here's the truth. This isn't performance art. It's unnecessary chaos masked as confidence. She's not draining fans with her drive. She's exhausting them with her attitude. Because it's never her fault. It's never her fault. Every scuffle is someone coming for her. Every whistle against her is an attack. And the moment anyone speaks out, they're labeled haters. She treats the slightest feedback like a criminal trial and accountability like a personal insult. Some people say she's being unapologetically herself. Cool, but if herself includes pulling hair and then flipping the script to play the victim, maybe we stop clapping for that. Maybe we stop calling it authenticity when it's really just distraction. Now let's talk about that moment when a teammate tried to step in, calm things down, be the peacemaker. And what did Angel do? She shoved her. Didn't want to hear anything. Nah, I ain't trying to hear none of that. Run it. You pulled my hair. You know what you did. She doubled down. No pause, no restraint. Then there's Tina Charles, supposed to be the veteran voice of reason. 17 years in the league, seasoned, skilled, respected, and even she looked ready to throw hands. That's how contagious the energy was. Not inspiring, infectious. But what's even worse than the meltdown? The broadcasters romanticizing it, acting like every tantrum is some cultural reset. She's changing the game, they say. No, she's changing the channel. This isn't basketball, it's primetime drama. Reese's every flail is treated like choreography. Her box score is revered like a gallery exhibit. Meanwhile, the actual infraction, grabbing another player in the middle of a play, gets swept under the rug. Because hey, she had a few rebounds, so let's all move along. Let's check reality for a second. Imagine Caitlin Clark did this. Imagine her grabbing someone by the hair mid-possession. Think about the headlines, the think pieces, the moral panic, the what message are we sending conversations. The outrage would be deafening. But when Angel Reese does it, we're told it's just her edge. We're supposed to overlook the fact she just turned a WNBA game into a WrestleMania promo. A decent stat line doesn't erase the mayhem. That's like giving someone Citizen of the Year after they keyed a car but helped one person across the street. Watch the play closely. Angel goes up for the board. A player behind her, hand clearly in the braid. Yank instant reaction. Reese throws her hand back. Okay, understandable. But then she leans all the way in. Overreacts, dramatic. The opponent, Nelson Ododa, isn't even being aggressive. She's trying to de-escalate. Yet Reese acts like she's about to take on an army. At some point, we've got to stop confusing drama with greatness. Yes, passion fuels the game. Physicality belongs on the court. But this blend of cheap shots, victim theatrics, and nobody understands me vibes, that's not elevation, that's chaos with a microphone. If we want the WNBA to grow, the focus needs to stay on the basketball, not on who's the best at turning post-game interviews into reality show auditions. She's out there taking hits, dropping buckets, and somehow still holding it together. No theatrics, no hair yanks, just pure skill and control. She elevates her teammates, moves the game forward, and makes the WNBA look like the future. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is stuck in a loop, playing both the villain and the victim in her own soap opera. But here's the thing. The misunderstood warrior act has a shelf life. Competing hard is one thing. Playing dirty and then expecting applause for it? That's something else entirely. It started with Bria Hartley, then came the over-the-top reaction from Reese and Tina Charles, ever the loyal vet, jumping in to defend her squad. But let's take a beat to just appreciate the absurdity. Angel Reese's drama didn't elevate the win, it hijacked it. The Chicago Sky could have made this a signature moment, a momentum-shifting victory. But instead, that narrative got lost under another one-woman Broadway monologue, starring Reese as the conflicted anti-hero. She doesn't just show up to hoop, She brings subplots, dramatic pauses, and enough side quests to make the entire night feel scripted. Each game feels like a 3-act play. A scuffle in Act 1, an intense stare-down in Act 2, and some cryptic social media post as the curtain falls. And yet, she wants to be the face of the league. Really? The WNBA needs leadership, not an emotional reality show wrapped in glitter and grudges. I'm scrolling through the chaos of Twitter. Y'all know how I do. Pedal down, no breaks, and I catch this headline like a flashing billboard. Angel Reese directly responds to major criticism about her game. And I just pause, like, why? Why are we giving airtime to responses when we should be clocking hours in the gym? If there's criticism, don't clap back. Get back to the practice facility. Hit the film room. Get in the reps. Work on the game, not the narrative. But instead, we've got fans ready to crown her queen just for logging a few rebounds and tossing some assists. Since when did just showing up become excellence? That's like handing out Oscars for best performance in a meltdown. This isn't revolution, it's rerun. She's not rewriting greatness, she's just throwing tantrums in 4K. But sure, go ahead, boost the hype. Let's keep pretending that hair pulling and death stares are signs of next-level competitiveness. Let's all forget that the same media fawning over her fire would crucify any other player, especially one with a different name, for half of these antics. It's selective memory at its peak. Reese could run out on the court with scissors and someone would call it unapologetic passion. And let's not be naive. This isn't just happening. Angel Reese thrives in the chaos. The more buzz, the better. Stir the pot, trend the name, repeat. Strip away the outbursts, the viral quotes, the performative rage, and what's left? A few decent boards, buried under a mountain of "look at me." This isn't about basketball anymore, it's about buzz management. When the spotlight dims, she flips the switch. The game doesn't come first, the conversation does. If it's not dramatic, it doesn't count. Angel Reese doesn't just play the game, she feeds off gasps, groans, and going viral. Honestly, she's even more unhinged than most of us thought. And not in a fearless way, in a concerning, chaos is the brand kind of way. This isn't grit, it's performance. Theatrics dressed up as toughness. She doesn't chase rings, she chases reactions. The box score, just a background prop. The real action. In the memes, the viral clips, the side-eyes, and post-game standoffs, nobody remembers if her team won. They remember the stare-downs, the flops, the exaggerated, "I got grazed but I'm dying" moments that somehow became her signature. One moment she's the agitator, the next she's crying foul. It's not basketball. It's a drama series disguised as highlights. And the exhausting part? She knows exactly what she's doing, and the league lets her do it. No fines, no warnings, just silence. So why would she stop? With zero accountability, there's no reason to. She doesn't cross the line by mistake. She steps over it in designer sneakers and dares anyone to stop her.